So I wanted to talk about this since the day it happened. Like I just wanted to make a video and just rant about it, but I decided to let my emotions, like just feel out my emotions and to process everything and let some time go by and then we'll talk about it. But this happened to me on two different occasions, two different people, but the recent one, it pissed me off so much, right? So I got invited to go jogging by somebody that I'm familiar with, by somebody that I'm good with. And when I got to the destination that we are supposed to meet, I sent him a message and I was like, hey, I'm right here, I'm waiting on you. And he sent back a message saying that we are almost there, right? So I sent one back saying, what you mean we? Like, who is we, right? And one of the things about me is that if I'm going out with someone, like if somebody invites me out and they are going to invite like other people, I rather they tell me a week before so that I could mentally prepare, right? So yeah, a week before, right? But when he got to the destination, I realized that it's his brother. Now I have no problems with his brother at all, but again, I rather you tell me a week before or some days before. So when he got there, he started telling me that he wants to do a 24K and they got these plans and this and that. So I was like, well, okay, I'm right here. You all could go ahead. So we started jogging, and guess what? He left me behind. They both left me behind, and that shit pissed me off so much. It made me feel like I was jogging alone, and I started thinking to myself that if I wanted to jog alone, I would go alone. I wouldn't have agreed to this. And if he had told me his plans, I wouldn't have agreed in the first place, right? And it's so crazy on this day. That was the time when I impressed myself with jogging because I do like jogging. I do like running. I never did, but I'm trying to make myself love it because I need to be fit in all areas of my life. And jogging and running is my weakness. So I'm just trying to be better at that. So on that particular day, I impressed myself. I didn't stop where I usually stop. I just kept on going. I was breathing differently. Like things were just flowing for me. And I wasn't tired. So when I finally caught up to them, that's because they were sitting down and they were talking. I wasn't tired, so I was impressed by that, but I was still pissed off, so I didn't even say much, right? And they got up and we started jogging, and they left me behind again. That pissed me off even more because what the fuck? Like, why would you do that? You invite me, so we're supposed to stay together. And I started thinking about like, what if something had happened to me? They wouldn't have known because they are so far ahead. They were so far ahead I couldn't even see them anymore, and I'm sure that they couldn't even see me. So what if something had happened to me? Then what? They wouldn't have known nothing. They would have known when it's too late. So I caught up to them again because they were sitting long and talking and all of that. And he left me again. And in that moment, I still didn't say anything. I was still pissed off. And they ended up running or jogging towards my village. So that's when I started telling myself that I will just tell them that I'm going, that I'm gone, that I'm going home, and and that's exactly what I did. When they stopped again, they stopped when they made it to my village. I told them that I'm just going home, right? Because I was annoyed. I was just pissed off. I just wanted to just blow up. So all I'm saying is, right? If you go somewhere with a group, could be a party, a hike, an event, or whatever. You go as a group, you come back as a group. You are not supposed to leave anybody behind. That is law, that is principle. You're not supposed to leave anybody behind at all. There was just one time I went cycling with a group of people for 4 hours, and there was this hill that we had to ride up, and I was struggling so much. I think it was four of them who were ahead of me, and one of them stayed back with me to make sure that I made it up the hill. So that is what you are supposed to do, right? You are supposed to make sure that everybody is okay. You're not supposed to leave. I grew up learning about that. I grew up hearing about that, and now it's stuck with me. So if this is your first time hearing a message like this, you go out as a group, you come back as a group. You don't leave anybody behind. Because if you do, you don't know what could happen to the person, and then you would be in regret. You just don't know. So that is why you go as a group, come back as a group.